Yeah, the win against Mesa, great regional win, DJ, for sure. Because like when you look at it at the end of the year, Mesa they'll be there by the end of the year. I mean, they're going to win a lot of games this year. So very, very well coached. They got two of the best players in our region. I mean, Olivia Reed, who I thought we did a pretty good job on, their post kid, and then Mason Rowland, their guard. I mean, both are preseason all-conference players for them. Both very good players. So I thought we handled that game really well. Probably there was a few possessions there we wish we had back as far as defensively. We got to get better off that. But, you spin forward to the Metro game. We started off a little slow, but our girls really got going. And the thing I was pleased about is the balance in our scoring the entire weekend. Like where you had, looking at the Mesa game, our 5 starters were all in double figures. And then you look, and the thing that stood out to me about the Mesa game too is the free throw line. Like we were 31, I believe, for 34, and then 19 for 19 in the fourth quarter. It just shows the mental fortitude of this team. And give those kids credit because, like, we can't as coaches go out there and make the free throw. I can't execute the plays. They did it, and so give our kids credit for how they played.
You talked to me yesterday just saying how every kid on your team can play. I mean, they go out there, you put the bench in against MSU Timber, and they're still scoring at will. Just how deep is this team?
And I was really, really proud of those kids because, we are a very deep team. Like, and, some of those kids may not get the minutes that you want, right? And so to be ready to go when your name is called, and keep going hard every day, it speaks to the testament to how the character those kids have, and I love coaching this team because they're such a connected team. They're very well connected together. They would rather make the extra pass than shoot the shot, and so that tells you about this team. And there's just a few, like I said, there's a few things defensively we need to clean up to get to where we want to get to, but offensively, like, it's as good as we could have asked for so far.
Taylor was double most of the game yesterday.
Yeah.
She was able to get out of the double team. She was able to kick out those passes, and you talked about those extra passes just now, but I asked you about her last week, and she is just getting better and better and better, and really evolving. What did you really like from her gameplay this over these past 2 games?
Yeah, Taylor's really taking her game to another level right now, and we've been working on that a lot during practice, like doubling her, because she's a really good player. Her freshman year, she was freshman of the year, and last year she had a good year. So we knew the doubles were going to start coming on her. So we've been working on that a lot. So credit her. She's made those great passes, and one even stands out to me a lot. I think it was in the second quarter against Metro yesterday. It was almost like a no-look pass, but she bounced past it out to Randy, hit Randy right in the shooting pocket for a 3, and I was like, wow, I just turned around to my coach and I said, you really can't coach that. That's just a great pass. That's great instincts by the kids. So Taylor's really, and the best part about Taylor, again, I go back to this over and over again with these kids, is her character. Such a great kid. And she wants her teammates to succeed more than she wants to succeed, and that's been fun to watch.
All right, Josh, are you going to take it easy on the home of Lance Liner, Colorado Springs?
Well, it's going to be a tough game. They're picked, I believe, second in the RMAC. The coach that's there is Misty Wilson, who used to be at Tarleton. Misty's always done a great job everywhere she's been. And so they're very tough defensively. Offensively, they run their stuff. And that's the challenge we wanted to set up for these kids. We wanted a tough non-conference portion, especially a non-conference game on the road, because we all know when you go on the road in Lone Star, nothing's easy, And so to be able to go on the road and play this tough game in a tough environment is exactly what we want to do.
You guys are playing, when you even warm up, there's an air of confidence on this team, and that's not always the case, even in teams that win a lot of games. How do you like that about your team?
Well, and I think that speaks to their humility, though, too. Lance, they want each other to be successful, but they also speaks to their experience. This is a very experienced team. You got a bunch of 4th and 5th year kids that have been through a lot of wars together, and I think getting a kid like Carly back, Machenbacher back, that gives you confidence because people know how good she is. And to be honest with you, we're just a very hard team to guard because we can do so many different things with different kids and stuff like that. So I think the kids know that, and they know that if they make that extra pass, whoever they make that to, they're confident that kid's going to make it.
Going back to yesterday, we talked about the depth, but 15 players scored in yesterday's game. That kind of experience late in the season when you got to get a kid with foul trouble coming in, whatever. Right. How vital is that? Yeah,
getting that kind of experience for those kids is important because, again, knock on wood, it's a long season. You never know who you're going to have to count on, and so there's 12, 13 kids that we're very confident that they go in the game. Look, for example, one of our backup post yesterday. Brooklyn Scurry comes in the game, and people are like, "Who's that kid?" I mean, what she did yesterday, she's been doing in practice every day. 6'2", long, athletic kid. For those that want to go back to the running rebel days of UNLV, I don't know if people remember that, but her dad's Moses Scurry, who started on that team with Larry Johnson and all those guys. So she definitely comes from good bloodlines. I mean, she runs the floor well. So, we have a lot of kids that we have confidence in. Like, one thing I was really proud of, you look at the stat line yesterday, too. You look at it, again, I'm not obviously not comparing us to an NBA team by any stretch of the imagination, but an average NBA game, they're averaging between 20 and 25 assists for those games. We had 23 yesterday. You know, it just speaks to the level of how well they're sharing the basketball with each other, and that's what we love to see.
You look like you like this team quite a bit.
Well, they are a fun group to be around. When they love each other and care for each other, serve each other, do the things that we ask them to do, you know, you can't control any of that stuff in a sense. Like, you can do stuff to help along that stuff, but they have to want to do it, and this team has done that.